Good morning, class 11th Commerce. This is your subject Economics, chapter number 3, Census and Sample Method, lecture number 5. In this lecture, we shall cover the remaining topics of this chapter, that are convenience sampling, reliability of sampling data, and difference between census and sample method. So let's begin with the convenience sampling. In this method, sampling is done by the investigator in such a manner that suits his convenience. So it depends on the investigator that how he wants to conduct the investigation and which method suits his convenience. Also, he will look at the size of the population. Then it also depends upon the sample size. So this is the least expensive but scientific method. Now, for example, investigator may select sample of teachers merely by referring to the college prospectus. So this method is simplest, least expensive but unscientific and unreliable. It depends too much on the sudden change of mind of the enumerators. Enumerators are the well-trained people they are well trained for the investigation purpose. So if the investigator do not have the proper knowledge about all the sampling methods, he do not have the proper knowledge about the problem or the causes or the hypothesis situation, so it will be difficult to draw the conclusion out of that sampling method. See, in convenience sample, members that are readily available or easy to reach are selected. That means if something is already available, if people are already available, I can easily reach them, I'll just definitely select that method. Why the investigator will choose that method which will be inconvenient for him or which will cost higher to him? So, for example, see this population, but the last slot of population investigator has chosen as a convenience sampling. Why? Maybe this last group is easily available to the investigator, or he might think that the last group of the population possesses the required knowledge, has the significant knowledge. Here the investigator has given the significant importance to this last group of the population. So in this, everything is dependent on the convenience of the investigator. Whatever suits fit to him, he'll choose that method only. Nothing is already predicted that he'll going to choose this method. No, it depends upon the sudden change of mind. See, definition: a purpose of selecting subjects or units for examination and analysis that is based on accessibility, ease, speed, and how much cost is incurred. If low cost is incurred, definitely investor is going to choose that method. Units are not purposefully or strategically selected. That means samples which are selected from the population, they are not selected with a strategy. No pre-decided plan is made to select those sample. There is no purposive sampling, no intention to select that sample. There is no predetermined, rules or values or plans. It depends upon the state of mind of the investigator that this method will suit fit to him. Then when it is used, this is the least desirable sampling method and researcher should typically avoid using it, because it is an unscientific method. It does not offer the reliable result. Because देखो, you people very well know, अगर हम किसी चीज़ की प्लानिंग के अकॉर्डिंग चलते हैं, हम कुछ चीज़ प्लान करके चलते हैं, सारे एस्पेक्ट्स को समझकर तब किसी चीज़ में डिसीजन लेते हैं, तो दैट डिसीजन इज़ मोर लॉजिकल एंड लॉन्ग टर्म डिसीजन. बट अगर हम रेंडमली कोई भी डिसीजन ले लेते हैं, हमें किसी चीज़ की नॉलेज नहीं है, नॉलेज होते हुए भी जस्ट हम अपनी कन्वीनियंस के अकॉर्डिंग डिसीजन ले रहे हैं, दैट डिसीजन विल नॉट लास्ट लॉन्ग. दैट डिसीजन मे give a wrong turn. So whenever decisions are taken with a proper strategic management, with the proper planning, that decision is going to last forever. So this method, convenience sampling, is usually not suggested to the researcher or the investigator because it's an unscientific method and do not offer the real result. More rigorous alternatives include purposeful and other strategic sampling methods. Now we are done with all the sampling method. We have done random sampling, cluster sampling, quota sampling, systematic sampling, stratified sampling, purposive sampling, convenience sampling. Now what is the reliability of sampling data? So reliability means the characteristics of the population are fully represented by the sample. Fine. It depends on the following factors. Number one is size of the sample. Reliability of sampling depends upon the size of the sample. If the size is very small, it will fail to represent the population. Accordingly, conclusion will lack reliability. If देखो पॉपुलेशन का साइज अगर कम रखा है आप, सो अगर सैंपल का साइज आपका कम है और पॉपुलेशन बहुत बड़ी है, डेफिनेटली योर सैंपल विल नॉट रिप्रेजेंट द ट्रू रिजल्ट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, क्लास है 1000 स्टूडेंट्स की और मैं सिलेक्ट कर रही हूँ सिर्फ 10 बच्चे. सो इज इट पॉसिबल दोज 10 स्टूडेंट्स विल रिप्रेजेंट दोज 1000 पीपल? नो. Fine. Then method of sampling. If the method of sampling is not simple, it is very exhaustive, complicated, it will not adequately represent the population, and consecutively result will be not accurate. Biasness of the correspondent and the enumerators. See, personal biasness of the correspondents and enumerators should be as less as possible. No partiality should be there. Otherwise, reliability of the sampling data will suffer. If the enumerator, respondent, correspondents, they are partial to any particular situation, definitely true picture of the data will not be represented. Then training of enumerators. I told you who are enumerators. They are the trained personnel. They are trained people. So training of personnel, reliability of sample also depends upon the training of the investigators, training of enumerators. If they are not trained to make them expert in their field of investigation, then sample will lack reliability. Fine. Now let's discuss the difference between census and sample method. First is meaning. Census method, it is a systematic collection, records the data about the members of the population, whereas sampling refers to the portion of the population selected to represent the entire group in all its characteristics. You know the definition. In census method, each and every item of the population is covered, whereas in sampling method, each and every item of the population is not covered. We select some samples out of the population which we think that these samples will represent the population accurately. complete enumeration is possible in census method, partial enumeration is possible in the sampling method. Why? Because in sampling method only a handful of people or handful of units of the population are studied. Census is a time consuming method because you are covering the complete population, whereas sampling is a fast process because you are not investigating each and every member. So can I say that sampling method is less expensive and census method is more expensive? Because census method में टाइम भी ज़्यादा लगता है, लोगों को अप्रोच करने में भी कॉस्ट लगती है. सो सेंसस मेथड जो है थोड़ा कॉस्टली मेथड है. सैम्पलिंग जो मेथड है दैट इज cheaper method and less time consuming method. Clear? And in census method, nature of items, this method is suitable. देखो, census method is suitable when you have to study the diverse characteristics of the population. जब आपको different characteristics समझने हैं लोगों के. But sample method is suitable when items in the population are homogeneous. जब एक जैसी पॉपुलेशन है. फाइन. एंड सेंसस मेथड इज सुटेबल व्हेन द एरिया ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन इज स्मॉल. लेकिन सैंपल मेथड इज सुटेबल व्हेन एरिया ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन इज लार्ज. सेंसस मेथड से यू गेट ग्रेटर डिग्री ऑफ एक्यूरेसी, मोर रिलायबल डेटा, मोर रिलायबल रिजल्ट्स. But it is not possible with the sampling method. There are sampling errors which may be created because of the sampling, because of the there may be n number of reasons. Maybe the enumerator is not well trained, maybe the investigator do not have the proper knowledge, maybe the correspondent is reluctant to answer the questions. So here we complete our chapter census and sample method. So your homework is you will revise complete chapter number 3 census and sample method. We have done definition of census, population, sample, enumerator, everything we have covered. So please revise the whole chapter.